Welcome to the Just a Cyber Minute, where we help you secure your organization one step at a time. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about email communications and how the fraudsters are really trying to mimic other businesses that you would communicate with, the bank and the financial institution you're partnered with, and some key takeaways that you can help secure your organization from specifically phishing attacks. So the first piece, I've got an example of a great phishing email. We actually use this on our side to send out to simulate a phishing attack to see if people would actually click on it. There's a couple of key takeaways I want to talk through today that can be specific for you to apply to your organization. So the first thing is when you get an email, I want you to think of this. My 6th grade teacher had this childhood scar that she put on me, and she wrote assume up on the chalkboard, and you guessed it, she went in the middle and she circled the U. And when you see an email coming from anyone today, you really have to think of it as, is this really who they are? You need to assume and not just jump to conclusions, right? So you want to be in a scenario where you protect yourself and just validate. So the first thing here is, this is actually a DocuSign example. Being able to mimic a brand and ability that can is extremely easy today, unfortunately, from a hacker perspective. So the first question you need to say is, was I expecting an email from DocuSign? Is this legitimate or not? And if it isn't, delete it. There's no reason for you to go and click on links, right? The secondary thing you want to do is you want to validate the email address where it came from. So this would just say DocuSign unless you actually expanded this out. Obviously, DocuSign wouldn't be sending you an email from sharecloud.us, right? Additionally, same thing here on the links. You can hover over the links, and the links will actually tell you where you're going to go. When I say hover, that doesn't mean click. It means hover over them. But it allows you to see the actual address where it's going to. When in doubt, it's always a great option to actually go to a website and be able to validate. FedEx tracking, UPS tracking, United States Postal Service, they send out verifications. You can always go to their website, find that, use that number, put it in there, and then be able to where you're not actually clicking on links. So there's some additional validations you can do. In addition, a lot of times we see with phishing attacks, there's misspelled words, or in this case, an abbreviation is not real, right? You see this in the middle here. Now, that's not always going to be the case. There are really good technologies out there that fraudsters can use, Calendly, Microsoft Word, and be able to do spell check. So it's not a safeguard all the time, but it is a great way. You'll also notice just a difference in font and just the format and the process. So when you're going through and you're thinking of protecting yourself against phishing attacks, those are some great takeaways. The last thing I want to talk about is this external email. If in your organization you don't have a way of highlighting when email comes from outside of your organization, we want you to go ahead and put that in place. That way, if somebody's trying to spoof your emails and it comes from an external and it looks like it is actually coming from you as a leader in the organization, we can actually highlight that to your employees. If you need help on that, we'll have a link at the end of this that you can actually download the rules and be able to apply that to your systems as well. So thanks for joining us for the Just a Cyber Minute, and we hope you have a great rest of the week.